Hey, I'm Michael Vaughn. This is my wife Jackie, and we're from Savannah, Georgia. And our story is had was diagnosed with a tumor in my colon, and started looking at forms of treatment. My colon surgically was removed there in Savannah, Georgia, where we're at by a great surgeon. Um, But the tumor the cancer had gone into several of the lymph nodes and some of the surrounding tissue. So the only option that was given to us was chemotherapy and also radiation. So also I'm a transplant kidney recipient from 12 years ago. And so I'm kind of a special, I feel like I'm a little bit more of a special case because of the immune suppression drugs is pretty much what drove this tumor to develop anyway, from everything I've read and understood, and even from what the oncologist told me. So I started wanting something that was going to treat, my whole body, because I don't want to have to go through this procedure again, through any type of cancer again, or at least diminish my chances of having to go through that again in the near future. So anyway, I had heard about this place years ago. I did some other research, called the hospital, and they were really, very easy to give me some information, which I looked up. Spent like half the night, researching what Dr. Vasquez had to say. Actually, Jackie was Googling on the internet and was trying to find, I think you Googled the truth about...
And to back up just a little, on Tuesday, December the 15th, Michael went in for surgery. They removed the tumor, and then he was released to go home to the hospital Thursday. He had a great short visit in the hospital, and then the surgeon called Friday morning and gave us the pathology report, which we were disappointed about because we were hoping that everything was taken care of and he wouldn't need any further treatment. So that's when I jumped into high gear. A friend had reminded me also of the BioCare hospital. So I got on the internet because Michael was a little skeptical, and I Googled truth about BioCare Hospital. And one of the articles that came up was a gentleman from Alaska who had come down. He had been diagnosed with, I believe, stage 4 lymphoma and leukemia, and they had pretty much not given him any hope. So he had come down here, and so it gave where he worked and his name. So I Googled that and got the number for the business and called the business, asked for him, and the girl said that he had retired a year ago. So I said, I know you probably can't give us his phone number, but I'm going to give you our information, and if you feel led to, if you'll call him and ask him to call us. So
he called 2 hours later.
2 hours later that Friday afternoon.
And we spoke for about 30 minutes, and he, again told me his story, and it was like, wow. So, and that kind of tilted the scale because I had a real life person that, and by the way, we're all real life people, that, persuaded me that this was the route I needed to go. So, anyway, that was what, Friday?
Friday afternoon.
And Saturday morning, we woke up late because, again, I was researching everything that Dr. Vasquez had told me earlier. And, on the internet, doing PubMed researches. And I'm a chiropractor in Georgia. I've been doing it for 25 years. And so anyway, just kind of looking at that. And I think on my second cup of coffee, so we woke up a little late. So on my second cup of coffee, I said, I'm going. It was like 10 o'clock. And I think we, started packing and showed up here.
Late Saturday night.
Yeah, which was the Saturday before Christmas, 2015. So we spent Christmas, we've been here for 3 weeks. Today's my last day, thank God. but not that I'm, not that it was bad to be here, but it was just I'm ready to get home. Right from the very start, we walked in the hospital. I mean, the whole experience has been very health conscious, very organic meals. Even the staff. This is the care that I've received here has been second to none. And I've been through a kidney transplant and a few other things that to compare this to, and the hospital staff has been amazingly positive, just real positive.
Yeah, there's a real.
And there's like a it's almost like a spiritual aspect here too of God. And also one thing too, when I walk, after being here for a couple of days, it's like I had that sensing in my spirit that it's like I'm going to make this. I'm going to get through this, and I'm going to live my life and live out the number of my years. So, but I started me immediately on chelation and detoxing and just kind of getting my body ready for the treatment that has to conquer the cancer. But every day it's been organic meals that you get to have here, and delicious. By the way, I don't know who the person that designs all this, but it's been really, really delicious meals. Also, I just can't get over the staff. Staff's been awesome. The doctors. Yeah. One thing too that I really, really. There's been a collaborative effort from multiple doctors that are inside the hospital as well as the ones outside. I mean, the drug and surgeons, internists, and other things to kind of help solve the problem. And also, I've noticed, we're actually interacting with other patients here, around meals and encouraging one another, and also seeing some successes with these other patients. And I had a guy next door to me. I saw he had a huge tonsillar tumor on his neck, and it was kind of very, very inspiring, very positive for me to watch that thing kind of shrink down. And so, not to mention the fact they were just very friendly people too. So, again, a lot of positive interaction and a lot of positive results. Let's see what else as far as the treatment was concerned. It was daily. It was hyperbaric, where they had the concentrated oxygen under pressure. That was daily. Ozone therapy was daily. Also, the chelation was daily.
You've had 2 hypothermic treatments.
Yeah, the hypothermia, where they increase your body, your core body temperature up to a certain level to help kill off cancer cells. And also B17. I don't know if I should say the real word. B17 therapy, and as well as the dendritic cell therapy. And
right, we're taking vaccines home.
Yeah, we're taking all that stuff back home. And again, a lot of it's just been detoxing to kind of get our bodies ready for this type of therapy. And I've looked up all these therapies, and they're very well documented that being a very effective form of treatment for cancer. And as a chiropractor, I've always said that there's a very good alternative to back pain as far as treatment of back pain without drugs or without surgery. So there's a very good alternative to the treatment of cancer without the use of drugs, and well, they do use drugs here from occasionally, but without there's an alternative to the standard care that we've been used to getting in the United States. So fortunately for us, we have we have a family that has backed our decision. And it's not easy telling your kids you're going to go to Tijuana, Mexico to get cancer treatment, but
leaving a new grandbaby.
Yeah,
so that's been hard, being away from family.
But we felt like this was the right decision.
Yes.
And again, it was, and here we are. So, well, thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. We've never met you, but actually I bumped into you into the hall. But thank you for your, for your passion to help people like me and my wife.
And I decided after being here a day to talk to them, because I really hadn't seen a doctor in 5 years, and I thought, well, while I'm here, I might as well see if I can talk to someone. So they immediately, after Michael had his first visit with the doctor, they got me on a 14-week, I guess the detox program, address them 14 days. Yes. And so I got to experience firsthand, and I'm just excited. I feel like we've got a new lease on life.
And Jackie's mother died at one time several years ago, and so I thought it was a no-brainer if we could, it's like while we're here, if we can do something that would just kind of thwart anything from any potential of anything happening. I thought it was just a no-brainer. So yeah, we got her all detoxed, and so.
So we're good to go.
Yeah, we didn't realize we were so full of it, but but here we are. I don't know what else we can do, but thanks.
And we just pray that our story blesses other people, and this is for God's glory, because He's the giver of life.